What if I told you that a brief like this can be turned into a fully functional website with all the branding, with all the colors in just a couple of minutes? To prove it, I'm gonna run through the entire workflow from getting the brief all the way to having a fully functioning website, and I'm gonna time myself while I do it. So you're gonna see the entire process and how I use two of the most advanced AI tools for creating websites like Relume and Claude Design. And to be honest, very few designers are using this exact combination out there, and it's costing them days of work and thousands of dollars on every single project because they could just be doing it a lot faster. Now, the brief that I have in front of me here is almost a one-to-one replica of a previous project that we had at my agency. Now, that project alone took me almost 4 weeks doing it the old-fashioned way, which is absolutely brutal in a time difference compared to what we're going to be doing today. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual brief and see what we're working with here. So this is a multi-page brand site. So this is going to be a new private members club that has 6 different rooms. They have a membership tier, they have a sign-up calendar, and all these different functionalities that need to be live in the website, and all of this supposedly ready for next week. So there's a tight deadline as well involved in this. The budget for the entire thing is £22,000, so it's a decently priced project. And with that being said, the project specifications are quite extensive. So they have exactly what words they don't want us to use, the exact color, the images, the type. And so all of this is quite common when you get to projects this size. Companies already have an extensive brief that they give out to multiple different agencies. Now, to complete a site that is this big in the limited time that we have is quite difficult. And so we don't really have a choice in using AI. It's kind of our only choice that we have here, but there's a couple of different caveats with AI. Number one is that AI sites generally look quite bad as of right now. When you see a site made with Claude, you can kind of tell that it's made with Claude or with ChatGPT. And this is the same when it comes to posters and graphics and postcards and all these different AI generated graphics. They all look a certain way. But not just that, AI is also going to start to make up different spacing components, different type components. And right now I'm working on my own iOS app, and randomly it starts to just add in new components that have nothing to do with the previous components. And so consistency is going to be a big thing here as well with web design. So the workflow is going to be as follows. Number one, we need to build the design system and the sitemap before we do anything. It doesn't make sense to build a high fidelity design before we have a structure. It's like putting a coat of paint on a house that doesn't really exist. So to do that quickly, we need to use 2 separate tools. Number one is going to be Relume. Now Relume we're going to be using to take this brand guidelines and actually solidify it into specifically the H1, the H2, the H3, the different primary components, secondary, and all those things. We're also going to be using Relume to generate the sitemap and also the wireframes, so we can use Relume extensively to cover most of the path here. But then we're going to be using Claude Design to sort of elevate the entire thing. Relume is going to get us half of the way there, but then Claude Design will help us get to a result that actually looks very good. So the first thing that we need to do is obviously go into Relume. Now, links to everything is going to be in the description along with the project brief if you want to follow along. So the first thing we need to do here is obviously start a new project. Now, when we start a new project, it gives us this description here, and then on top we see sitemap, wireframe, style guide, and design. So let's go ahead and add in the description. Now, what you can do is just select all of this brief and paste it inside of that description. So what I already did is that I took that PDF and I put it into Claude, and Claude gave me this basic rundown of the exact brief. So here it just has a more condensed version of the same thing with all the page listings, the audience, the project overview, colors, theme, everything. So I'm going to take this and then we can paste it inside of the project brief. So here I'm just going to paste that. Number of pages, we want 5 to 10, and then generate the sitemap. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to take a couple of seconds here to just create the entire sitemap from home to the spaces, the membership, the journal, pretty much everything. And I've made sure to separate all the different pages that I need from 1 to 10, and you generate sitemap. So let's go ahead and regenerate this. Let's just make sure that we have everything here because it could get a little bit messed up. So let's see. The first thing, of course, we have the homepage, and then we've got the spaces, boom, okay, and that goes into 6 different spaces, which is going to be the library, studio, bar, garden room. So library, studio, bar, garden room. Okay, it seems like we're missing, I know we've got all of them. All right, cool. So I think we've got all of them and even a couple more. So we'll just leave it for now because we can always go in and change it up. So let's move on to the next section, which is gonna be creating the brand guidelines, the wireframes and all that stuff. So when we create that, it's gonna take the sitemap that we just created and add in some pretty basic wireframes to that design. Now you'll see that it's also gonna create the copy for us, which is absolutely amazing, but we can always change this and it's not the final answer to all of our problems here, but it does get us about 90% of the way there in terms of the layouts. Now the cool thing with Relume while the rest of the page builds out, so for example, if we have this section here and we don't like the way it looks, even though I think it's an amazing section, actually, we can click into layout 254, which is the one that it gave us, and then we can go through all the different ones that they have on the site. And we can also look into more specific ones. Like for example, I need it to have the avatar image because we want to show exactly who is supposed to come to this. And then we want to have logos because a lot of cool people come into this. And then maybe, I don't know, contact details, accordion. I'm just making it up as I go, but let's reduce some of these. Okay. Let's go ahead and actually just pick one of the other ones, like this one, and then you'll see that it actually already regenerated the copy for us. So 6 rooms, 6 purposes. I think this is pretty good, but we can always regenerate the copy, for example, right there, and we can see that it'll redo everything for us. Now we only have 5 here, but that's the layout that I picked for some reason. So let's go ahead and just see what else we've got here. Now the cool thing about this is that we can also look at the different wireframes for the different breakpoints. So now we're in tablet, but we can also see mobile. Now the important thing with this is that, I don't know what percentage it is, maybe it's like 50% of all traffic comes from mobile. So it's super important to get this right and to make sure that it's gonna look good on the lower breakpoints. Because imagine that you're on the street and you see this club and you want to check it out, and then the mobile version doesn't work. It's just not gonna look very good and you're not gonna impress anyone, really. Okay, so let's just say that we like the way that this looks. I think actually I'm gonna pick another one here because it is looking a little bit squeezed. So let's see, I'm gonna shuffle it and see what else it gives me. Let's see, maybe this one. And let's say that I only wanted to have 2 different tiers. Okay, we'll leave it at 3. I think it's fine. Okay, so let's go back into desktop mode. And then let's go ahead into the next step, which is gonna be the style guide. So style guide is gonna be where things get interesting because this is where a lot of people have their gripes with Relume and AI in general. They say that it looks very boring. And in this case, it kind of does. So let's go ahead and shuffle this and let's try to find the exact different fonts that we need from the brief. So if I go back to this brief here, we can actually see, try to find typography. All right, so we want tiempos, and then for the body, A, B, D, C. So let's go into free Google fonts and let's pick maybe Amiri. It's quite a cool one. Body, we can just go with Inter because it's usually what I use for everything. All right, so we can go ahead and lock this. And I'm also gonna lock in these. I think it's cool to have this green as the main, and then we have the different subtle, different colors. Okay, so I'm gonna lock everything here. I think the buttons are fine, and then I'm just gonna reshuffle it. So interestingly, when you click on the layout itself, it's gonna give you a way to kind of recreate the same layout, the same section in different colors. Now, I think that this section is a pretty good example of how it can look right, but let's see if we filter through it. I mean, that also looks pretty nice. But essentially what we're doing here is we're changing the color scheme. All right, so for now, I think that this looks pretty good. Let me just change this hero because our logo is actually a JPEG. The last thing I want to do before we go into the next section is going to be, I want to change this graphic because they actually gave us some images. So what we can do here is screenshot it, and then we can just go ahead and upload that directly from the computer. Let's go ahead and move on to the next section. So now that we have this site, we can see our concept here, the full preview, and the next step is going to be to import this into Claude Design. So it is extremely easy how they did this. So you go ahead into export to Claude Design, and it's going to give you this zip file. All right, the next step is going to be pretty simple. We go into Claude Design and we click set up a design system. So this is going to allow us to set up the exact same design system and website that we managed to create in Relume, but now we have it in Claude, so we can have a lot more custom code and capabilities for it. So it's quite simple. You just go ahead and drag the downloads into here. We add in the company name, which is going to be Linden House. Okay, and then we continue to generation. So it's going to take a couple of minutes to generate. So just be patient, but you can see everything it's doing on the left here, which is quite cool. So this is the first output that it's going to give us, the design system. It's going to give us an idea of what we want it to do. And this is pretty good because it references all the different files that it created in the system. And this is going to be good because when you ask it to generate, I don't know, a membership creation platform or something more advanced, it's going to reference these files and not just hallucinate and create anything else. So let's go ahead and click a new design. As that creates, and it's going to take a couple of minutes, you can see here what it's trying to do. It's going to read all the different styles and files that Relume created and create the same thing for us in Claude. Now, one thing to keep in mind is going to be the tokens that you use. So I pay for Claude, but it's going to be using a lot more tokens if you're going to be using Opus versus Haiku or Sonnet. Now, I decided to do Opus because I'm doing a video here and I wanted to make sure that it creates something good. But keep in mind that the more tokens you use, the faster you're going to run out of it, and then you're going to have to pay for more, etc., etc. All right, so once that's done, we'll see that it's going to generate a couple of different things for us. If we go up here to the design file all the way up, we'll see that it created this README, and then all the way down to imagery, we have the word mark. Of course, we don't have the dark mode, but we should probably do that. We have all the different colors, and Relume does give us this, but the cool thing about going into Claude is that now we essentially create a functioning site from this. So here it created the actual site for us. So here, for example, it recreated everything that we had inside of Relume. But if we wanted to say, for example, have a membership page where we create something out of that membership and it connects to some sort of backend, and then that backend has an integration with something, all of these different things we can create just like that because now it's inside of Claude. So for example, also if you wanted to add these different effects and application of those effects, it's quite simple because now that we have connected to Claude, all it's going to do is it's going to use Sonnet or Opus or whatever you're selecting to read the site. It's going to create a component for that, and then it's going to be able to add it all over the site if you wanted to. Overall, it's a much easier way to create a website if you're just typing it. Now, granted, you are removing a lot of the creativity when it comes to being a designer. But if you are using this in our case, where we have a big project and we need to get it from 0 to 1 quite quickly, then it's a good option. So now if we compare it to our original brief, because we always have to go back and compare it, we'll see that we have the sand, the bone, the moss, the ink. And if we remember here in the design system, it did give us all these different colors. It did rename it, but we can always change that with feedback or edit, or say, for example, here we say rename to moss, or it's already there, then we can go ahead and do that. Now, to give you more reasons as to why you'd want to do this instead of just doing inside of Framer or Webflow, if you go into the Claude Design examples, you'll see all these super advanced interactions. Now, design is not just cool and fancy, gimmicky interactions, but you can see the point of what I'm trying to make here. You have these super advanced things that are actually integrated into your site that was created with Relume, but it's literally in the code now. It's not a plugin, it's not something extra they have to download and then you kind of mold it in as you would with Webflow templates and stuff like that, where you get a free template, you take that one thing, you have to put it into the site, and now the interactions don't really work and all that. you can take all these things that make good sites good. I mean, this loads pretty slow, but I mean, they're just trying to show different examples. And so you can have a very advanced site now with simple components like Relume, but you go above and beyond, either with interactions, with effects, with, I mean, you can do an entire iOS app if you wanted to. There is a real value in being able to connect from Relume to Claude Design. And here we have that super simple raised interaction that I asked for. Very nice. And then it also creates everything else. Submit the application, cool. Now it's not connected to an actual email or database or anything, but we can easily do that with Claude Design. So this is honestly a very good way to get started with projects all the way up to delivering solid projects. This is a multi-page, multi-breakpoint website, and it's done very well. The only difference is it kind of lacks some of that creativity that you would get from someone like Framer or designing in Webflow directly or in Figma sites or something like that. So if you guys want this same level of quality and interactability that I just created, I'm going to leave the links down below for you to try out Relume and also Claude Design. Thank you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.